So your specific person, if you are working with a specific person, is always and only your specific reflection. And they are only and always reflecting one of two things, which we are going to talk about in today's video, in response to the recent video I made, which was around be with your specific person now. Because even though I answered that question at the level of the specific person, I would be remiss if I didn't make another follow-up video going deeper in terms of what that specific person is reflecting back. So that's what we're doing today. If you are here and you have found my channel, you are in the right place. This channel is all about helping you navigate your reality, in particular by remembering who you are, which is the observer of your reality always and forever. My name is Hedley. If you would like to know more about me or my offerings, including one-to-one law of assumption coaching, my self-concept course, I Am the One, which will completely transform your relationship with yourself, and my book, I Am Money, which will completely transform the story that you are telling about money. You'll find all of those details in the box below this video or at my website, youaretheone.com.au. But if I could ask you to do one very simple thing, if you are enjoying my channel and you are enjoying my videos, to please press that subscribe button, that would be most appreciated. Thank you so much. So in my last video, be with your specific person now, I was answering a question that somebody had asked on my community page, which was how to be the version of themselves who is in relationship with their specific person. I am here to help you get what you want. So if you have a question or you have something that is related to your specific person, I will answer it, and I will answer it at that level. But it would be remiss for me not to make a follow-up video to explain more of what is going on when you are working with a specific person, because this term specific person is not a part of law of assumption teachings. It did not come from Neville. I don't know where it came from, but it has now infiltrated law of assumption circles to such an extent. It's unbelievable the way this term specific person gets thrown around. And so many of these videos are all about how to get your specific person back and how to manifest them in. And yes, I've made those videos myself, and I will continue to make those videos. However, it is really important to also know what is going on with your specific person, because there is one energy only, that is the infinite consciousness, one energy, that's it. It's one energy. That energy has been manifested into infinite number of finite forms throughout time and space, including all of the people that have come before us, all of the people who are on the planet now, and all of the people who are yet to come into form. There is an infinite number of ways that this energy, this one energy, is expressed through multiple forms, infinite forms, and of course that form is finite. So the infinite and the finite go together. This is where the contrast, the law of polarity, applies to everything. Everything that is must have an opposite and opposing state. So the infinite, the one energy, has multiple finite forms of expression, which means there cannot be only one specific person to reflect you back. However, when you are working with yourself and awakening, we can be in relationship with that one specific person who is helping us to return to that wholeness by reminding us of those parts of ourselves that we have either denied or forgotten or never knew were there, which is what the specific person is always reflecting. Your specific person, if you are working with a specific person, is that one energy in form being reflected back through that specific person. They are your specific reflection, reflecting you back to you, helping you to awaken to your wholeness. So even though there is a specific person, there can be a specific person, there isn't just one specific person. Two truths existing at the same time. There is a specific person and no one is specific. Everybody is specific. Okay? And everyone and anyone who is in that role of specific person in that moment is only and ever reflecting you back. They are your specific reflection of the love relationship within yourself. They are always and only reflecting you back, and they are helping you to return to wholeness, which you already are, but have forgotten. So just keep that in mind when I'm using the term specific person. Yes, They are a specific person, but they are also non-specific, and they are always and only reflecting back a specific reflection that you need to see in order to awaken to your wholeness. Something that you've forgotten about yourself, something that you're unaware of, they are pointing you back to that. Now, in that specific reflection, they are only and always reflecting back one of two things: the presence of love, the absence of love. That's it. Now, of course, those people are always reflecting back both at different points of time. Sometimes they will be present, sometimes they'll be absent. When we're talking about your specific person now, I want you to ask yourself, what are they specifically reflecting back in your reality now? Are they reflecting back the presence of love, or are they reflecting back the absence of love? So many of us are wanting the presence of love, and we attach that presence of love to the form of the specific person, which is never the answer. The presence of love or the absence of love is within you, and it is being reflected back through them. What we unfortunately do is we associate the presence of love with the form of the specific person. And then we say, I need that specific person in order to feel the presence of love. And then, of course, when we are in the absence of the specific person, we feel like we are in the absence of love, which is painful. And then we think, I need that form so that I can be back into the presence of love. They are only and always either reflecting back the presence of love or the absence of love, and that is going on within you. The presence of love or the absence of love is occurring within you, and you will have learnt that from your caregivers. If you are in the presence of love, then you learned the presence of love through your initial caregivers. That's where you'll see people who were just brought up in beautiful, healthy, functional families, and they go on to get married, and they have these beautiful marriages that last for years and decades and to the end of their life, and they die happily. If you had a caregiver who was absent, there was an absence of love in your upbringing, you will be wanting to heal that absence of love from your caregivers, and you'll be looking to somebody who reminds you of your caregiver in order to heal that wound of the absence of love and to have gain the presence of love back into your reality. And probably most of you have figured out by now that is not how this works, because as soon as you start to look to a specific person as the source of love and their presence equating to that love, that is going to cause a world of pain, because then you're going to be looking to them as the source of love, and that is going to cause them to be absent. They are going to disappear, they're going to go away, because you're looking to them as the source of love, and they are never the source of love. They are the reflection of the presence of love or the absence of love within you. And of course, keep in mind, there is no such thing as absence of love. There is just the experience of absence of love, because there is only love, but we are in human form having a human experience. So there has to be the experience of the absence of love in order for us to know what the presence of love feels like in physical form. It is all a holographic reflection. Their absence in your reality is reflecting back the absence of love that you learned from your childhood, from your upbringing, from the state of consciousness that you inherited when you came into this human experience. That's where you have to go in order to heal. You're not going to heal. I mean, they're going to help you heal it. That's where we need the specific person. We need the specific person in order to know what we can't see within ourselves. That's our reflection. That's like looking in the mirror and going, okay, I can't see what I need to see here. So I need a reflection to help me see it. So, okay, here's this person in form. The desire's there. The feelings are there. Okay, great. Now I'm going to look and see, what is this person reflecting back? Well, how are they behaving? What are they doing? How are they acting? Are they showing up in my reality, or are they avoidant? Are they dismissive? Are they ghosting? Are they abandoning? And that is good information for you to go with, because they are helping you, point you in the direction of what needs healing and what needs your attention. It's not them. It's the parent that caused the absence. The parent who was absent in your childhood, where there was a lack of love. They don't even have to be physically absent. They can just be withholding love. If you had a parent who was withholding love, you are going to attract a specific person who is withholding love until you heal. Now, how do you heal that? There's probably many ways. I have found in my experience, the one thing that has changed my life, so therefore it's the one thing I can speak to, is revision. Revision isn't saying that what happened didn't happen. Revision is saying that I'm imagining something else happening instead. And what I'm imagining happening instead must be reflected back in my reality now, because everything is happening now. Past, present, and future are happening now. It's all happening now. There is only now. It's all happening now, and it's all getting reflected back now. So whatever revised memories you make has to be reflected back now. And that has absolutely been my experience. I have revised extremely traumatic memories, and I've had those revisions, I've had those revised memories reflected back in my present now, which confirms that those trauma memories have been revised. So your specific person is your specific reflection, and they are reflecting one or two things: the presence of love or the absence of love. So if they are reflecting back the presence of love, wow, awesome, amazing, enjoy yourself, because presence pre-sense. Pre is a word forming element, which means before, in front of. So if you are in the presence of love, you are in the pre-sense, before the sensation of love. You are having the sensory experience of love. You are in the presence of love. If they are reflecting back the absence of love, absence, ab is a word forming element meaning away. It means you are away from the sensory experience of love, which means by away means your attention is away from the one who is having the sensory experience. That's you. This physical body is the only way you can have the sensory experience of love. You can't sense it anywhere else. You have to be present in your body in order to have the sensory experience of love. So if you are absent, if you're experiencing the absence of love, that means your awareness is away from yourself. It's on them. If they are reflecting back the absence of love, that's because you are in the absence of love, and the absence of love is an out-of-body experience where your awareness is not on yourself, it's not home, you've left the building and you are focused on them. Third-person consciousness. Third-person consciousness is going to have you in the victim story, it's going to have them running as far away from you as possible, and you are going to be in the experience of the absence of love, and you're going to be looking out over your reality going, where are they? Why don't they come back? Why don't they want me? Because they are not the answer. I am is the answer. Love exists within you. You're either present to it or you're absent from it. So, specific person is always your specific reflection. They are your specific reflection now. They are reflecting back the presence of love or the absence of love, always and forever. Your experience is not determined on where they are in your reality. You get to decide whether you want to be present in love or absent in love. The decision is yours, and the decision you make will set up the next moment and who shows up in your reality in the next moment. I can absolutely promise you and guarantee you it is not out there. It is not them. They are not the answer. They are pointing you back to the answer. The answer is I am, and I am is the one who sent you. The one who sent you is love. All right, I'll leave it there. I'm going to put up a video here on the fear of abandonment. It's an older video, but it also explains it pretty well. There's a diagram back when I was doing my little finger drawings. So check that out. Have a wonderful week, everyone. I'll see you sooner rather than later. Bye.